What am I? My body, my mind, my feelings, my consciousness, my desires, my dreams? Am I a combination of all of these? Disclaimer, this video may get very deep and make us start thinking about existential questions and ideas. But don't worry, we'll cover everything and try to make everything make sense. My body is definitely part of me, but it can't be that that's what my definition as a human is, because there are unfortunately people which are missing some of their limbs, but yet they are still human. They still are themselves. My feelings, well, sometimes I don't feel anything, and some people never feel emotions, so it can't be that that's what makes me human and that's what I am. And it's the same for thought and whatever happens in the mind. I mean, everything I understand today had a time I didn't understand it. So was I not me in the time that I didn't understand it? I don't think so. I think what happened was there was a time where I incorporated these ideas and they became part of me. But what is that me? Who am I? Can it be consciousness? But what about when I'm sleeping or under anesthesia? Or what if it's hypnosis? Do I not exist at that time? Am I not me? My goals and my dreams? What if I don't have any? What if I don't have any goals or dreams? Okay, so maybe it's everything together. Everything I've ever experienced. All my thoughts, all my feelings, all my memories. That's what I am. But if I'm a cumulative bunch of things, then what is that me? What am I really? I'm just a bunch of things in a lump. That's it. Ouch. But wait, the soul. What about the soul? The soul that gives me life and purpose. That pure soul which is beyond my human comprehension. The soul which is not physical, doesn't have a body or an ego. But what is the soul? Well, that's a good question, and we have a bunch of videos covering that topic. But for now, let's suffice it to say that the soul is a pure and spiritual entity which gives us life. The soul isn't made of parts like we are. The soul is a wholesome being and doesn't hold grudges and do things for external reason. Our souls give us life and consciousness. They give us the ability to think, feel, and do. So, if our soul is what gives us consciousness, is that what we are? A soul experiencing its life through our bodies? So again, the soul has desires, interests, and emotions. It's what gives us the ability to understand and relate. The soul is pure, infinite, and wholesome, and has all these abilities within her. But doesn't that mean she's made of parts? Well, that's a very good question, and we actually have a whole entire video dedicated especially for that, and I'm sure if you're interested, you'll take a look there. For now, let's think of the soul as a pure singularity which has all of her parts within that infinite self. They're not really parts of herself, they're just like abilities within her. Out in the wilderness of the Sahara Desert, there was a small little gazelle. The gazelle never thought about herself, she only thought about bringing the family together. She was so pure and sincere. When she looked at any of her peers, she didn't see anything bad in them. She only saw how all can be good and kind, and she made an effort to always kindle the hearts of all that she encountered. Okay, so that doesn't really work because animals are really worried with themselves all day. Us humans are mostly also like that, but I think we'll relate to us better than we do to that gazelle. So there's a very sincere person who is wholesome. Imagine somebody with a perfect self-esteem, like me. Nah, I'm just kidding. So perfect, they don't need anything from anyone. Theoretically, this person can stay in a cabin all their life, and they'll be perfectly fine. They're just happy and satisfied with themselves. And it's not necessarily because they're smart or handsome. To the contrary, it could be they have nothing to actually make them special in any way. It's just that they're happy with themselves and fine with who they are. They don't need anything to add to their self-esteems. Okay, this kind of situation isn't something we encounter every day, but let's just imagine it for now. Imagine this person is you. Okay, now imagine meeting another person, a famous politician or successful athlete. Maybe the president or a rocket science. Will you regard this encounter with awe and glory, or will this just be another human encounter, another opportunity to make a human relationship? Well, if you don't need anyone and you're pure and sincere, then this is nothing more than just a human being standing before you. We only feel cool when meeting these celebrities when we have something lacking within us and we need to fill that void. We have a whole another video discussing this topic. The soul is beyond things. The soul just sees the purpose and truth deep within everyone. She doesn't take into account any measures of success or accomplishments. The soul is in us. She gives us our abilities and everything we can do. But she is real and true. And this is what we really are deep down. We aren't things, and we aren't what we do or what we don't do. We are a real being beyond tangible success. Human nature is so confusing. There are people we consider evil, and then there are those which we consider good. But what? So then we humans aren't really what we are? We're something else? Okay, I guess that is what I said, but no. We are human. We are people with physical things that we like doing in our lives, and we have a soul that gives us life. Imagine, though, if we can bring the soul and the body into one eternal being. What if our consciousness can become real and wholesome, like the soul itself? Is that even possible? But you know what? Why does the soul even come into our body to give us life to begin with? When we try to connect to what we really are deep down inside us, if we try to reveal our soul's pure desires and bring them into fruition, into this physical world, then we're using our body for its real and true purpose in this world. Our very own truth and reason, our very own purpose. Our soul gives us life and resides within us for precisely this reason. The cause of connecting and unifying with a mortal body and giving it purpose and true meaning and reason. Isn't that cool? Our physical human bodies can become unified and one and connect with the infinite soul and have that infinite purpose within them. We aren't done. There's so much more to talk about on this topic, just like what exactly we need to do to reveal our soul in our bodies and how exactly the spiritual soul is interested in connecting with a human. But that will need to be for another video. We have a lot of videos coming up on this channel. Enjoy.